Tifa, good to have you in the building. See you one. How you doing, Ashley? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How you doing, Vosita? Good to have you in here with me. All right, Jacqueline, good to have you here. See, Natasha Anderson is in here with me. How you doing, lady? Just want to know, because y'all know I'm always testing out new things. And I got to, because with this technology and how everything is going, I got to stay on top of it. I do. I got to stay on top of the technology. So not just the cameras, but also the microphones and everything that it takes to do podcasts. I try to stay on top of it. You know, I have people out here who are always asking me if different things that I would recommend. And if I don't use the stuff, then how am I going to tell you? So thank y'all. Thank y'all for letting me know. Hope you're having a good day once again. I see Donald in here. He said, Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you too, man. Today we got a conversation, y'all. We got a conversation, and y'all know Oprah friend out here talking. And everybody got friends. Everybody got friends, and ain't nothing wrong with having a friend. Ain't nothing wrong with having a friend. But I do want to know, what is she talking about? Who is she speaking for? You know, I feel like she may have put her foot in her mouth. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about whatever might be on your mind today. But this was on my mind. And I know it was on a lot of people's mind. It has been. I've seen different people make their comments. Different people have things to say about it. And we're going to talk about it right here. And we should. We need to know, like, these people who are here is speaking for us. We. Who is we? Is she speaking French? I don't know. I don't know. But I tell you what, before we get so deep into the conversation, you know what we have to do? What I like to do? I like for us to get a little breath work in. All right? Just kind of center ourselves. Center ourselves. Feel good. Get a good mood. Be in a good mood. And then we're going to get in the conversation. All right? Let's go. What I want you to do is inhale to the count of 4. And we're going to hold it for a few seconds. And then we're going to exhale. And we'll hold that for a few seconds. And we'll repeat that a few times. Now, you can close your eyes if you're in a place that you can do that. I don't want you to do that if you're driving. Don't do that if you're driving. Don't do that if you're actually sitting at the desk. If you got your head pods on and you're taking a listen, we'll vibrate with us and listen. But if you can close your eyes, close your eyes. You want to take it a step further, put your hands over your heart and feel that you are alive. That's you. Let's get into it. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. One more time. Let's inhale. Hold it a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. Doesn't it feel great? It feels real good. At least I feel good, and I hope you do too. Now, y'all might be wondering, y'all like, okay, Miss Tonya, why you got the hat on? Why you got the hat on? Listen, I woke up this beautiful spring morning, and it was frost outside. It was a little chilly. It was. So I was like, okay, spring, do what you want. Weather, feel how you want to feel. But I'm going to just go ahead and put a hat on. I see I got Veronica here. She's like, yes, why? Hey, that's what it is. Latifah saying, what's up? Everything's good with me. Everything is beautiful. It's Talking Out Tuesday. I always love coming in here and, you know, talking with you guys. That's what it's about. You got to tell me what's on your mind. Let me know what you want to talk about. But I want to talk about this thing with Gail. So I'm going to bring Tori on in the house. Tori, how you feeling? Where is
What's
Tori?
up? What's up? I'm right here. Can
Oh
you hear
my,
me?
I do.
I'm here. I'm entertaining this little boy. He's rather loud, so I have my mic muted. So if you hear a little voice, little goo goo gaga here and there, Logan said he got something to say. But I'm here. I'm here. Say we here.
All right.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that is the future. You understand me? The future.
Yeah.
Tori, listen.
Yes, yes,
Go ahead.
ma'am.
Go ahead and see what's going. Is that who I think it is in the house with us?
Yes. Kelly, what's up, Kelly? What's up, my people? Kelly says, listen. Matter of fact, Tanya, of course, you got to pull up that flyer because, I got a couple of texts already about the
Hmm.
conversation that's going to be going on next Monday. I got a
I'm
couple of
going.
texts already. So
You
I
know
already
we
know.
gonna get there.
Yeah.
We gonna get there when we say when we let people know what's going on in these internet streets. But we got some. Check out Oprah friend. What Oprah friend talking
Really,
about?
really, really, Logan.
He is. I
Listen,
tell you what. Since he talking right there, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let us hear what Gail said with her own words. You think that we go ahead and start that off?
please.
Was there ever a point during the game when you were worried? Because I got worried. We were all cheering for Iowa, of course, and Caitlin Clark.
Let me start it right back over, right here.
Happy for you guys, Coach Slay. I'm so happy. The game was such a good game. It was so close at times. And in the end, you guys pulled it out. But was there ever a point during the game when you were worried? Because I got worried. We were all cheering for Iowa, of course, and Caitlin Clark. But for so many people, you've got their hearts. Was there ever a point where you were worried during the game?
Girl, that don't make no sense. Y'all heard what she said. You heard what she said. You on mute, Tori. Go ahead. We know Logan back there. What really going on?
Listen, I had to get Logan out the seat. Logan, like, listen, if you don't get him out this here chair, he said, I got something to say, but I got to hold these little hands because he want to pour the microphone. He
Oh
literally got
Lord.
his mouth on the mic. No, boo, no. But listen, she's always saying something. And I was like, how are you going to be talking about Caitlyn when you talking to Don? That's disrespectful.
I thought it was. Y'all got to tell us, like, when we got these people out here who are, you know, they have these platforms, and not only does she have a platform, but I mean, she's actually in media. You know what I'm saying? She is on a national syndicated news network. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're interviewing, you're a journalist. Where did that professionalism go? I don't know. I couldn't believe that she actually said that. She's sitting across from the sister and she actually said that.
Right.
All right.
Right. Veronica said, she said, we. Is she speaking French? Yeah, child. She speaking French. We, what?
We. That was big time disrespectful. And I tell you what, Steven Jackson has something to say about it. Pretty much the same sentiments that we have right here, but I want to play his clip and what he had to say about it, all right?
Rooting for Caitlin Clark, and you broke everybody's hearts. Who is we? And you have the nerve to get on there and say, well, we was rooting for Caitlin Clark, and you broke everybody's hearts. Who is we? Who is we? All the black people I know was rooting for Dawn Staley. We all fans of Caitlin Clark, but the way you put it, that shit was trash. And I'm glad it's a new day in the media space. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you so intelligent, you don't even say stuff like that to somebody on the interview. You just demeaned her and made it about Caitlin Clark. That's trash.
Listen, you heard the brother, right? The brother said what he said. And there's not
Yeah.
a lot of people who actually disagree because I couldn't believe she did that either.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah.
if you were rooting for Caitlin Clark, and I, oh boy, Tori,
Right.
Tori, we from South Carolina, and it's not even so much that we're not, proud of the game that Caitlin could
Mhm.
play, but it's not about that. They didn't win. She didn't win. You were interviewing Dawn. You know?
The champions.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, Butter B? Talk about Oprah friend Gail.
What up, girl?
Okay. Is Gail the lady that worked for the newscast? Yes, that's the same Gail, the very same one.
Yep.
She
Yep.
got some
Yep.
issues. So, but you know what that tells me? That tells me, because she said we. So that means the people in her circle, you know, where she was watching the game, how they were involved. That's who they were
Right.
rooting for. Not for the team that was undefeated, which was an awesome thing. You know? She
Yeah, they was looking
actually,
for an upset.
yeah. I was like, come on, come on. Hey, I hear Logan. Logan, I hear you grabbing the microphone.
See, he trying to take over.
He taking over the whole show. We didn't like it. I just didn't like it. What Pettyville in here saying? He said, this ain't the first time she said something stupid. Well, you know what? You're right, brother. She continues to say some things and people are vocal about it. People are continuing to check her. And I feel like she needed to be. You know, I've heard her say some things that I didn't agree with, but this one hit so different, right in my girl face. Not even, you know, like I said, undefeated, black coach, the team. She couldn't give her them props right there, even if you felt like it was so, you know, you love Caitlyn that much. That's because it's not that we hate her, because we certainly don't. But we got to give the respect to who absolutely deserves it, you know? It's crazy. Oh my goodness, we got Veronica here. She said, even the baby's saying that's some bull. It absolutely is. I got to tell you, man, it is. It's crazy, crazy. And I got Donald in here. He said, in the words of Dave Chappelle, my blackness will not allow me to say that. You're right. Where was her mind? What was she thinking? I don't know. But I know one thing, she really put her foot in her mouth. And I certainly know that a lot of people made her aware of that. So everybody out in these internet streets was like, no, we were not. No, we were not. Y'all got to let me know what else is on your mind. There's a whole lot going on in the news, whole lot going on in the community. Whatever it is that you want to discuss, wherever you want to go, let me know. Got to let you guys also know that this month is National Poetry Month. So if I got some poets in the building who feel like they might want to share a bit of poetry, go ahead and hit me up in the DM. I'll check it out. I might go ahead and give you a little link to get on in here and share a few words if you want to do that. But you can also do that on next Tuesday, and you can also do that on the Poets House Live if you want to do that. Tori, did your partner let you loose?
Listen, he had me by the throat. I had to put him back in the chair, and I gave him something to play with to entertain him for a little bit. A little light, a little stream. What do you call them? What do you call the light?
What you talking about?
I gave him some type of little light to play with. He's entertained by that right now. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he was pulling on the mic. Like, listen, I got something to say too. So now he's entertained by this light. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to mention was the Brian McKnight situation.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I wanted to mention that how Brian McKnight says that he's calling his first children, first set of kids, they're evil because he wasn't married. And
That
now that
is crazy. I saw that. You know what? I don't know. There's how do you do that? You know that you have kids. And it's okay, you know, marriages break up. People can divorce and remarry, and you can have other kids. But when you treat your kids that way, your children, I don't know what you're expecting. I don't know what he expects to gain from that. I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Tori, you brought it to my attention. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, he out in these streets like acting real, real crazy. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Have you all heard about what's going on with Brian McKnight? He's kind of in this whole what would you call it, Tori? What would you say?
He I don't know what he on, because how could you, he's actually disowning his children, because the his previous kids were created outside of wedlock. And so you're only claiming the child that you have from your now wife. So it's like the other children don't exist. So that makes absolutely no sense to
I
me.
want to try to look something up online and see if I can share it, because he says something so crazy that it was about let me see, let me find the story, because he was calling his kids a product of sin.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
what
And
is
I
he
forgot to
really
screenshot
saying?
that post. I forgot to screenshot that post so I can say exactly what
I couldn't understand what he was saying. So I'm going to look something up here and then I am going to share it on screen. But how did you decide that? How do you even decide to say that? And then in a public forum like that, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm
Right.
gonna try to share my screen. Let me get in here and do what I need to do. Here we go.
And knowing that we're in the cancel culture, we'll cancel you real quick.
Well, I mean, we'll cancel you real quick, but this brother canceled his own doggone kids. Okay, here we go.
Right.
All of these ads popping up, that gets kind of nerve-wracking. But here we go. Brian McKnight's ex-wife responds after he calls their children products of sin. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that
Very
crazy?
crazy. Very
Yeah, so
crazy.
recently Brian McKnight has been vocal about his relationship with his adult children on social media. He has pretty often said some toxic things about his children, from his first marriage to Julie McKnight in previous relationships. Now he's doubling down and calling his black children products of sin and evil. I mean, come on. Come on. You know that your kids are online, young people are online, and they're young adults, and one of Bryant McKnight's social media followers commented and their support for McKnight being estranged from his first set of kids for years, to which McKnight replied, "I want to big up my man right here. He gets it. In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related to you." You heard that? Veronica, she's like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's terrible. Veronica says,
Wow.
wow. I'm telling you, that's what I said too. I was like, what in the world? Kind of crazy. Whew. Yeah. Brian McKnight. Mm.
The
Yeah.
man
It's crazy.
said, now, I'm going to say this. He's given, you do have to get rid of some things, getting rid of negativity in your life. I get that. There's no, I can't debate that part. You want to get rid of some negativity. Sometimes you have to get some people out of your life, but he just bold-faced said, get rid of evil and negativity, and he is talking about his children. But I wanna say this, and this might step on some toes, but I mean, we're here to talk it out. That's what we do here, right? So what I want to ask is it necessary sometimes to get people out of our lives? And if they happen to be family, is that really wrong? I mean, we find it polarizing. Because some people, kids, they try and they try and they try to do the best for them. They try to do the best by them. And, they just can't get anywhere. The young people, they continue to bring them down. And on the reverse of that, I've got to say this too. I mean, there's a lot of people out here who they can't have good relationships with their parents. They try, and they are your parents or your step parents, someone who is supposed to be there to guide you in life and to be there for you. And you can't get along. You don't get along. And you've tried. So you realize, like, hey, I've got to stop this. This is not working for me. This is toxic for me. What do you say about that? What y'all got to say? I want to hear what you got to say in the comments, because I know you know it to be true. I know that you know some people like that, I see we got
Yeah,
Don
you have
here. He
to.
said, go ahead.
He must be listening to Gino. Listen, Don. He must be listening to Gino because Gino be on some stuff. Veronica says, but we aren't just talking about relatives, we're talking about your seed. Yeah, exactly. And when it comes to your seed and relatives, there are boundaries, but the fact that he called them products of evil, that's on a totally different level. I'm like, what?
Well,
Products
and
of
and
evil?
right. So who's the evil?
Oh,
Him. They are his
like,
product.
right.
And what he did and what he's
Oh,
saying, it really is evil to do it in that form. It's one thing not to get along with people. And
mm-hmm.
it is understandable, whether it's your kids, whether it's your parents, it happens. We know that to be true. But you don't have to be out here like that and put it out there. Just, hey, don't communicate with them. Do what you got to do to make that thing work. And if making it work means like staying your distance, stay your distance. But you don't have to publicize that.
Right. And Veronica says, listen, my adult children are 34, 35, and 38. And every other day, one of them make me want to choke them for what they have done or said. But I can never make that statement about my kids. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That is
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. And I'm sure, no joke, and I'm sure there's the reverse of that. Because I'm sure the
Mm-hmm.
kids don't feel it. If he feels that way about them, I'm sure they feel a particular way. So you can
Yeah.
feel that way about your parent, And every parent
Yeah.
isn't a good parent. And with that
Mm-hmm.
and with that being said, if every parent is not a good parent, we got to agree that every kid is not a good kid. And we know that too. Like we talk about this thing, we try to say, let's do some soft parenting. Let's do better, or we like to think that we're doing better by our kids to do some soft parenting. But, all kids ain't soft. All kids can't take that type of raising up. Even your own seed, your own kids. You know that they're different. You have one kid who has a temperament that you may be able to talk and discipline them in a certain way, but you might not be able to do that with the other one. They not taking that. So soft parenting is going to be for well, I should say gentle parenting. That's for a gentle type of kid, And then there's no right or wrong way to do this thing. A lot of the times we're figuring it all out, but I don't know, man. I just don't like where he went with that. How does that make you feel about his music? Because we've got so many artists who are doing things in their personal lives that obviously we don't agree with, and we got to realize that these people have real lives, they have real flaws. But where do you fall with this? How y'all feel about his
When it
music?
comes to when it comes to the music, I always say, because like when they talk about the R. Kelly situation, I tell people all the time, well, a lot of people are not going to agree. You have to understand that, everybody's every really Logan, everybody is human, but the really.
That's it. He said that's how he feel.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to say that you separate the human side from the artist side. Like, because lyrically, I can't believe this. He looking at me like every time I say something. Hold on, let me get him out. He like, girl, if you don't get me out the seat.
All right. Well, I tell you
Okay,
what.
so what I was gonna say, he told me hit that second. But it's like he is a lyrical genius, but as a person, the side of him and the male side is is sick, but he's a lyrical genius, and that's the same way that I say with Brian. You have to take the human side. You have to separate the human side with the artist side, because I love his music as an artist, but the way he's behaving as a human side, listen. I have no. I can't even explain how you can discard your kids like that. That's crazy to me. And that's what Williams said. The two have to be separate. Yeah, there's the musical side, the genius side, and then the person. And I tell people that all the time. I say R. Kelly, the artist, is a genius. Robert Kelly, the man, is sick. So you have to separate the two.
Mm-hmm. I see Veronica in here. She say, "Logan, hit that singing."
Listen, he talking about he's singing bump and grind. I hear them notes.
He don't see nothing wrong.
I say, really, Logan? He was doing too much.
Wow. But I tell you what, we got a quote for the day for you guys. We do. We're gonna
And
go
the
ahead.
quote is, well, Tonya, you read the quote because I'm putting it on mute.
All right. Well, what makes me vulnerable is speaking up about topics that may be controversial to others. Gabrielle Bernstein. And I kind of agree with this. I agree with this and particularly as it relates to the things that we're talking about right now. You have to be able to speak up on topics, and you can verbalize your opinion. We have that. You can do that. Even though it's controversial, say what you need to say. If it invokes a conversation, it can help us learn something or see a different point of view. I think that is a good thing. Now, as it relates to Brian, I very much know that I couldn't do what he's done. I couldn't. I think it would have been better if you just don't even talk to him. Sometimes you know, as we grow up, and you ever heard, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. And I often thought, and I still do in a large way, certain things don't really need to go outside of the house. That was something that didn't need to be out there. Something he didn't need to share. So that was crazy. That was crazy. All right. What's on y'all mind? Go ahead and let us know what's on your mind.
You missed the poem, Tonya. Go back. Let me look at see if I can find the time stamp.
Somebody got a poem?
Go to back to 12:16. It was a little short. It was a short 2-liner.
Okay.
I have a poem, classmate. Roses are red, violets are blue. Girl, that comment made a fool out of you.
Oh, snaps on snaps on snaps. I don't know if y'all can hear me snapping or not, but hey, she put her foot all the way in her mouth. All the way in her mouth. That was crazy. That really was crazy. I didn't like that. And there's a whole lot that I didn't like about this entire thing. I know that the championship has been won, but the story still somehow continues to keep going back. It keeps bringing up the team that did not win. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? We're going to have to do something about that. We're going to have to do something about it. I feel like we going to have to just promote and talk about South Carolina ourselves. We can't depend on the news. We can't depend on the people who are supposed to be reporting the winners. So we're just going to have to do it ourselves. I see we got William Stoops here. He said, I cannot like you as a person, but still enjoy your art. The way you are in life doesn't take away from their music. Wow. Well, you know what? I dig it. We do have that opportunity. We do not have to like and support these people's art. But I will say this. I can separate the person from the art. I can. Number one, and particularly as it relates to people who are actors and filmmakers, because when you've got a person who is involved in a project that includes more than one artist, like for instance, when we're talking about someone like a Bill Cosby, and I had to separate, the man and the art, because I really did like the work. I like some of his body of work. It's unfortunate that his personal life, and I may not think that he was a great person in some parts of his personal life, but I can't not say that I didn't enjoy his work. Some of the movies, the television show, the Cosby Show, we grew up on that stuff. And then he introduced us to some of our favorite actors and TV actors, Felicia Rashad, Lisa Bonet, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Keisha Knight Pulliam. I'm like, how can we not separate that? Because that was a good body of work. And it was, in fact, it was a good influence on many of us. A lot of stuff came out of that. And he went into, Lisa Bonet actually got a spinoff to A Different World, which was a huge influence on a lot of young people. I know lots of people who told me that they went to college because they watched A Different World. So we can't deny the impact that some of their work makes on us. Now, what Brian McKnight is doing with his kids is, I personally think, is crazy. That's my opinion. I do. But I also know that there are toxic relationships in families. We have to admit that. We know that. Did he have to express that and tell us that? I don't think that he had to. I don't think that he had to. Maybe he's just looking for a little backup. Clearly, he was looking for a little backup for feeling that way. And I don't think he needed that from us, He's had a body of work that a lot of people like. I mean, the man, he does love songs. So to hear him say that, yeah, but I can separate it. I can separate it. You in here still with me, Tori?
I am. Logan
Tori and Logan.
Yeah, Logan just showing outside. This was muted, so the people can hear what you're saying. See what I'm saying?
How you like my mic? How my mic sounding?
I love it.
I got a new mic, so yeah, because people always ask me about stuff. Like I said, I got this new mic, and I kind of want to figure it out, get it to the right spot, make sure I'm sounding good. Because no matter what you do, and people do podcasts, and whether you do it with video or whatever the case may be, if it does not sound good, what you doing?
Right. The quality has to be there. Absolutely. So you're sounding amazing. It's just that Logan want to take over the show today, so that's why I can't even say nothing, because he just like, what, I got something to say. I got a whole see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
But I did get a little bit jealous when you got your new mic. I was jealous, right?
Really, Tonya?
I was like, dang, Tori ain't playing no games with the people. She done came out. She done got the S. You done got the what? Which one did you get? The MV7. Tori out here. I was like, oh shucks, sounding all good. I mean, but that's your job. That's what you do. You're on the radio, so I'm not surprised. You got to sound good. But I was like, dog, I got to up my game.
Right, and Logan just want to take over right now.
We hear him. We need to call this the Talk It Out Tuesday with Logan, and we need to put his name first. Logan, Tori, and Miss Tonya. I see we got Landon Price in here saying Brian McKnight Temptation song. He helped them youth so much they bitter now, but he spoiled them. Speak on that some more, y'all. He spoiled them. What do you mean? Because I when Tori told me about it, I found out a little bit about it. And I read the piece to you guys, as you noticed, a little bit earlier, because I read it off of online. What was that, BET? So that's what it was. Let's see. We got William Stoops here. He says, I cannot. Okay, I read that. William says he can't like a person and still enjoy their art. I'm on the other side of that. I really am. I'm on the other side of that. Teresa Washington here said, let me get her first comment first. She said, Gail just showed her true self. Hey, she did, because she said we. So to me, whoever she was with, her circle, that's what they, because the we was not me. Whether she was speaking French or whatever the case may be, we. It did not include me. So I agree with you, Teresa. She really did show her true self. You also go in to say she normally tries to follow a script, but she was so caught up that she was interviewing with her authentic self. You're right.
Right. Right.
You're right. She should have stuck to the script in this
Right.
particular case. All
And
right.
Veronica says, that's why I appreciate you, Tonya, when you go around and bring awareness to Florence, South Carolina, and surrounding areas. That's what's up.
All right. That's
I
hey.
appreciate that, Veronica.
Thank you. We here
Yeah.
for you. We here
Give
for you.
people
We
their
here for
flowers.
you. Yeah.
And Will says, we have no clue that what's happening in his personal life. People are judging based off of what he said. In my opinion, he sounds crazy, but we don't know what pushed him to make that statement. So things need to be kept to themselves. I agree.
Yeah. What you're saying is right. I can agree with you. I can agree with you here because I mean, you can't be in a fight by yourself.
Right. Absolutely.
You can't be in a disagreement by yourself. There has to be a other side, whether it's your children, whether it's your parents, whatever the case may be. You know, it takes two for that. And it's unfortunate. It's always unfortunate when we hear things like this. But I feel like what Will says, and I said that as well. You need to that's something I probably would have kept right there. I would have kept that to myself or within our family unit. I'd let them know how I felt, but nah, I don't think that the public necessarily had to. And then, and then, let me just say this. Sometimes, people get a little overwhelmed because we do it online and we see people do it online. You get a little pissed off about something and you kind of just air it out. And I think that happens when you feel like you're so frustrated, you have nowhere else to go in terms of maybe someone to talk to about it, or maybe you're just triggered at that very moment and you happen to be online. It's so many different variables of things that could happen. It's just unfortunate.
Right. Because I know for me personally, if I say something online, there was something that triggered me. And or
Yeah.
for me, it could be to the point where it's been so much. I suppress so much till you get that boiling point and you can't take but so much and you just let loose. Because I had a moment like that a couple of weeks ago. I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I was triggered.
Right.
And then I had to
Exactly.
reel myself back in. And I had some other people reach out like, Tori, hey, it's all good.
I
And I'm back.
know.
I'm back.
Because
But
I
sometimes you
mean,
triggered.
I've done it. I've done
Yeah.
it. I've
Yeah.
said things where I have been triggered, and that's how I can relate to it because I just knew that I was at a boiling point, and I just wanted to say something. I just needed to say something, and I just put it out there, you know. Um, but he went so far with his words. I mean, the man said he called them eat products of evil. So I keep going back to that. When you say that they are products of evil, you do know that you're talking about yourself, right? Because they are products of you.
Right.
I see we got Veronica here. She says, if he needed to share it, then go lay down on the couch with your therapist and vent. That's right. I feel like everybody needs to take the opportunity to have some type of counseling. You really do. Everybody does not have a friend or a best friend or someone that you can go to and talk to who will not necessarily be judgmental, but just allow you that space to vent. They're not giving you answers for anything. They're not trying to solve your problem necessarily, but you need to talk because healing is going to start with that conversation. And everybody's got something that they need to sit down and vocalize, that they need to get out. You need to talk that out. And that is why I often tell people to journal. You need to journal. Even if it's just a notebook, you know, write it out. Whatever you're feeling, get those emotions out of you. Get that energy out of you. And you don't have to keep it if you don't want to. Write it, get it out, burn it. Burn it. But get that off of you and get that out of you. So if you feel like there isn't anybody that you can talk to, then journal. Journaling is so incredibly important. And I think people don't give journaling the recognition that it needs. Try it. I promise you it works. Okay, I see we got William Stooks here. He said, I meant to say I can like a person and still enjoy their... Okay, cool. Or maybe, I hope I didn't read it wrong. I got you. But cool. So can I, because we have to. We have to. We don't know these people, you know?
Yeah, we read that
Right.
one already. You read that
Yeah.
one already.
I know. I just put it up
Oh,
there.
okay.
I know, because once again, because I wanted to go back to say this, because we don't know what happened, in these people's lives. We really don't. We see that from people here in the comments. So we're judging, but we do the same things. We do the same things. All right. I see we got Teresa here. She says, it's okay to feel a certain way, but everything doesn't have to be broadcast. Absolutely. Absolutely. She also says that, yes, speaking of himself, products of evil, hey, they're your product, dude. Your product. Veronica goes in here to say, right, I see mine twice a month, so I don't end up being number 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7. Oh my goodness.
I feel you on that.
Oh my goodness. Girl. It's like, now my kids are a little bit older as well. And when they're going through those teenage years, when they're trying to discover themselves, you know how the people say they start smelling themselves. And they go through that stage where they think they know more than you. They think they know it all. And those are some really interesting times to get through as a parent. So I felt that stress very heavily in those teen years. Somewhere in those teen years till about, early 20s. It's like their brain just kind of gets sucked out of their head for some reason, it seems. But they come back to you. If you're loving them, they come back to you.
Absolutely. And Natasha says, on the topic of Gail, I have recently encountered several individuals that use the term we and speaking in terms of things that they already know is going to be controversial. Are they afraid to say what they alone personally feel? In my mind, I'm like, speak what you feel with or without support of others. Absolutely. I totally agree.
Oh, Tasha, thank you for that comment. You really just made me look at it that way. That didn't even come across my mind. But you know what? You're right. A lot of times, like, we feel a certain way about something, but we don't just stand it and say I, because she could have very easily said, well, I was watching the game, but I was rooting for Iowa and Caitlin Clark. I was really rooting for. She could have said that. But she put that on all us, like, we? Who's the we? You're right. All the time. We all do that. I know I certainly do. All right. I see William Suk says, I wrote it wrong. The auto word be messing with me. I hate that. You know what? I hate that so much. It always think it knows what we're going to say, and it really doesn't. And especially when I'm writing in a slang or using Ebonics a bit, it wants to correct it to be something else. Get on my last nerve. You understand me? All right. All right. I see we got Kimberly here. She said, yes, Tasha, yes. We all agree with you. We do. Or I'm going to just say, I agree with you. I'm going to stand in it. Thank you for being in here with us. Go ahead and let us know what is on your mind. Do we have any birthdays that we need to get out here, Tori? You got anybody that you want to give some birthday shout outs to today?
No, I don't have. No, not that I'm aware of.
All
Well,
right. If
I
y'all,
actually one of my friends, well, it's a little early. I do an early birthday shout out. Shout out to Miss April Timmons of Florence. Her birthday will be on April 26th, and
Mhm.
her twins celebrated her birthday on April 21st.
All right.
And then
Well,
my friend and Kimberly, Kimberly K Jeanette is normally on the podcast as well, but she's probably working. Her birthday was actually yesterday, so happy belated birthday to her as well.
all right. I got a few birthdays that I'm going to go ahead and give on out here today. If you got somebody that you want to tell happy birthday, go ahead and get it in the comments, and I'll make sure that we give them a little bit of birthday love because we're giving out birthday love right now. Want to give out some birthday love to Danita Brown. Happy birthday, lady. Big birthday shout out to Zach Allen. How you doing, man? Happy birthday. All right. Also, happy birthday to Quan Shay Rush. Oh, very, very talented photographer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tony Macaroni. All right, hitting those 2 5s, that 55 up here in these streets here. Also, happy birthday to Fro Jones. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Terrence Boston. Happy birthday, Ricky Dickerson. And also, bringing it on in, happy birthday, Marion Joe the Third. And happy birthday to Michael Ray Bryson. Whole lot of birthday love we had to give out today. If you got somebody, like I said, go ahead and get it on in those comments so I can tell them happy birthday. And if you, anytime you come in here on a Tuesday, if you know that it's a birthday you want to give out, we're going to be doing a birthday shout outs. All right? Got that on out the way. Also want to let you guys know what's going on in these internet streets. I feel like we need to let them know what's going on, Tori. We need to let them know what's going
Please let
on.
the folks know. Please let the folks know what's going on.
We need to let them know. Booyah. All right, we got coming up on Monday, April 29th, 6 p.m. at the Leaf Lounge. We got cigars, cocktails, and conversations. That's right. Great panel. We're going to have Mr. Pettyville in the building. We got Tawan in the building. We got Bruce, and we got Sophie in the building. We got Isaac and myself who will be hosting it. Y'all know how it goes down. I know you're going to be there, Tori. I know you're going to be there. So no doubt, Tori going to be in the building because she always in the house when we do it. Also want to let you guys know, coming up on these internet, on the local, right here on YouTube and Facebook Live, Heritage Homeschool will be this Thursday at 7 p.m. All right? Hosted by Senator Maggie Glover. It's going to be Politics 101. You got to use your voice. It is the season. We're in a big political season. You got to know who you're going to vote for. You got to get out there and use your voice. And there's some things that you need to know. You got to know how you're going to use your vote. You need to know who deserves your vote. We're going to talk about some of all of those things because there's a lot going on out here. Some people, for one, some people want to put Trump back in. Some people want to put Biden in. Some people don't want to put Biden in. However you feel, even however you feel about your local races. Do you know who's running for local offices? Who's going to be on your council? Who's going to be on your mayor? Who's on your school boards? These are things you need to know. So we're going to talk a little Politics 101 with Senator Maggie Glover on Thursday, right here. Also going on Thursday, because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. We got Till Talk with Mr. Eric Daniels. That's going to be live on Facebook. So look out for that. Make sure that you support as well. And I know that there's more than one event going on at the same time, but that's okay. You can watch one and you can hear replay on the other, but you need to be aware. All right? And I done gave you the birthday shout out, so I just might as well come back to my girl, Tori. It's a lot going on.
Absolutely. And I did not know about the sexual awareness. I definitely want to tune into that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. All right. And there's something very special that I need to let y'all know. Something very special, Tori. Booyah. What's coming on Sunday? Go ahead and let the people know.
Them Browns Down South girls are back at it. New episode, April 28th, 6 p.m. sharp. So you might want to be there. I
You,
love the mama and daughter duo. They be dropping some jewels. If you ain't never check it out, listen. First time for everything. Make sure you tune in this Sunday. I'm definitely gonna be in the building, in the comments, tuning in.
oh yeah, always have a lot of fun. Like it's kind of like we get on here and we have a conversation. We have a lot of fun as well. But I always enjoy that conversation. I like the idea of just being different generations and being able to share from our different perspectives. But we be out here having fun, having conversations. You see us in these streets.
Absolutely. I'm trying to watch the microphone and watch Logan. He's like all over the place. And I see
Okay.
Veronica say Logan had some shout outs. Logan's like, yeah, I got some shout outs. And what's up, Malik? Malik says, session just ended. I miss y'all. Bless up, Queen. Well, Malik, you can hit that replay all the time. Whenever you miss us, just hit that replay. We will. And
Yes.
we know you're gonna be in the building when you're able to. And
Exactly.
Veronica says, yes.
That's right. That's right.
Mm.
That's right. Anything else going on, Tori, that we didn't discuss, or how you feeling? You got a poem or something you want to share, because it is. This
Now I
is.
did, but Logan is not gonna let me be great. So I'm gonna have
You
to
know
wait. We doing it
what?
next Tuesday. Logan is not gonna let me be great. I had the poem pull up and everything, but Logan is just taking over the microphone. So I'm gonna have to do it next time, because I bet you as soon as I start talking, he's gonna have something to say. I mean, we could try and
I'm
see if
laughing.
he gonna let me do it, but because you brought up the flyer about the sexual assault awareness month, I was going to share my personal poem about sexual awareness, because I have been affected by that. I'm a
Okay.
survivor myself. So this is a poem I wrote a few years ago called I Am a Rose. I am a rose. There was a time that I didn't know my worth or know the value I possess inside. My heart, soul, body, and mind was where pain and hurt reside. Molested at 7, raped at 19, and sexually assaulted at 41. Mind you, I'm only 47 currently. I'm slowly but surely getting back to loving and valuing me. All of the people that took advantage of me and chose to hurt me were people that I knew, which is the sad part. Though it hurt me and caused me so much pain to the point where I became depressed, I never allowed the circumstances to change my heart. I am beautiful and definitely a rose. The man God has for me will see my worth, value, and he will get down on bended knee to propose. Trust me, God will send me a man that will be able to understand. The man sent from God will be worth the wait, because he comes with a plan. You see, I am more than hips and thighs, lips and eyes, causing your nature to rise. You see, I am the chosen one, daughter of a king. I am the prize. No matter what you think of me, I am a rose. The love I have for me constantly grows. My voice was silenced because of life and those ordeals. I wanted to hide and not be around nobody. I truly didn't like people, for real. Inside the wall that I built around me, I was tortured by pain, shame, hurt, anger, and so much misery. I am the rose that grew from concrete. I had to dust myself off and stand on my feet. I am a rose no matter what. I no longer trust so easily. I follow my guts. No matter what you may have had to overcome in this thing called life, always remember a rose is still a rose.
All
And that's it.
right. Snaps on snaps on snaps. All right. We got the snaps coming in. Yes, we do, from Veronica Davis. All right. I tell you what, I keeping in theme with the show. I got
I'm surprised
one, and
Logan let me get it out.
see, Logan knows when he's supposed to be quiet. Mm-hmm. 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 What Veronica say?
Listen, look, Logan, and said somebody need to hear your poem, and was silent. I love it. he was completely silent, wasn't he?
He was. He was. You got some snaps coming in from Malik Williams. Snaps on snaps on snaps. All right. And
Thank you,
staying on
Malik.
theme with Mr. Brian McKnight, I got a poem that I feel like fits that whole topic. Wanna hear it? Here it go. Some of y'all suckers ain't right. I don't want to call you sucker. I want to call you fucker. But if I call you fucker, I know that ain't right. But that don't mean it ain't true. You mad at me? Well, I'm mad at you. Come digging in my garden, planting your seeds. No watering, no care, or removing weeds. But you do like weed 'cause you smoke a lot. Pound your chest, demand your props. Well, it's your girl who farms the crops. It's the sweat of my brow that drops while we eat bread. There's no rest for my pretty little head. Baby, need a new pair of shoes while your breath on fire reeks of booze. I feed these kids and get them to school. Help them with homework. I'm the chauffeur to sports and band. 'Cause that's what mamas do. But you the man. You the man? Yeah, you the man that let me know I better care my garden, put up a scarecrow, harvest the fruits of my labor while you chase Taylor and need a bell. See what you? I can't. I tried, I really did. I just hope my choices didn't mess up these kids because Daddy itis is real. I'm only playing in time that their hearts will heal. 'Cause you know you ain't right. Sucker. It's some suckers out here. They ain't really doing the right thing. We give it up for the ones who we need to give it up for. But there's some suckers out here. You feel me? That's where I feel like Brian fit in there, you know?
That was the Ronka said I can't hear. You didn't hear Tanya at all?
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm sorry you couldn't hear. I didn't see anything that indicated that I didn't have audio. But it'll be all right. We get ready to land this plane here. We don't talk a lot. We don't say what we had to say. All right. I see we got Marita Wilson in the house with us. How you doing over there? Over there in Williamsburg County. Giving a few snaps up. Thank you. And Veronica says she said the parts I could hear was good. All right for you. All right. Big finger snaps to you both. All right, Kevin. Got Kevin Brooks up in here. Thank y'all so much. Make sure that you celebrate a poet. Go to a poet's page. Look at some of their works. I got some poetry on YouTube. You can go in there and check it out. All right. Marita says Moretta says all is well. That's good to know. Well, we had a nice conversation here today. Everybody had to really express their opinion and say, hey, Gail was speaking French because she was not speaking about me in that we. She said she was rooting for Iowa, rooting for Caitlin in the interview with Don Staley. Very, very disrespectful in a way. And I think now I'm sure she can go back and look at that and kind of feel like, maybe that wasn't the right thing to say. I'm sure she does. Brian McKnight, I don't know. He done said that the kids are a product of evil. Them your kids.
Right.
They're a product of you.
Absolutely. Logan said, check his poem out.
All right. I know that's right. All right.
Lord,
well, y'all.
Amazing show. Logan said he about now listen. Now y'all, he gonna make all that fuss throughout the show. Now he on my shoulder going to sleep. Really? That's what we doing?
He said it's over. Want to make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and do that. I got to ask you to do it because I need you to share to let people know that we are having conversations here and that you are listening. And if you can, before you log off, go ahead. If you didn't have anything to say, I want you to put this hashtag in the comments. Hashtag TIO Tuesdays. That stands for Talk It Out Tuesdays. Go ahead and put that in the comment. Hit us with that hashtag TIO Tuesdays. And hit that like, hit that subscribe. Maybe go ahead and share this. I would love it if you would. I enjoy talking to you. I always enjoy talking to you, Tori. I always do.
Absolutely. Now Logan is knocked out. Really? That's what we do. He wait to 1 o'clock to pretty much go to sleep.
Good
he just played. He was playing in my face all day. Now he sleep.
He did the right thing.
This was absolutely amazing, and I really, like I said, is because of the guys, everybody that come in, you guys make our day. I really look forward to Tuesdays. I really and truly do. And just like Tanya said, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Make sure you inbox us and let us know what you want to talk about. This has been amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all of you. And Malik says mission accomplished. That's what's up. I mean, sleep, knocked out. Like, really? And Tony, like you said, he says it's over. But like I said, I look forward to Tuesdays. I really love talking out Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what we're gonna be talking about next week.
All right, because it's gonna be some foolishness out in these streets. It's gonna be. All right, y'all.
Oh. Peace out, y'all. You enjoy the remainder of your Tuesday. Peace out.
I want you to go ahead and get yourself back to work. People are already calling me. I tell you. I'm going to go ahead and answer the phone. I'm going to go ahead and answer it. Hey, how you doing, lady?
Sugar, I call you for two things. First thing,
okay, wait, don't say nothing yet. Hold on, because I'm still on the air. So I'm going to make sure you don't say the wrong thing.
Because you know me.
Okay, y'all. Veronica, she said this show over. She went ahead. She said she got out the comments and she just called me. So hold on a minute, Veronica. Pause for a minute. Just pause. All right, y'all. I had a whole lot of fun with you. Always love coming in here. We're going to go ahead and do this breath work. I want you to get back to work. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Let's do some breath work. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold a few seconds. Exhale. And hold that a few seconds. Inhale one more time. Hold a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. Well, don't you feel great? I feel great. I appreciate you guys. And if nobody gave you a smile today, if nobody smiled today, you just close your eyes and give yourself a big smile and see how that feels for you. All right? Y'all be great out here. That's what we do. One love, y'all.